The Maine State Chamber of Commerce, surrounded by state businesses and regional chamber leaders, gathered in Augusta today for Business Day at the State House. Organizers say the day is about showcasing Maine businesses to state lawmakers and highlighting how decisions made in Augusta can impact employers across the state. Specifically speaking against a proposed data privacy bill dealing with digital targeted advertising that currently is awaiting voting. From repair shops to Bath Iron Works to a pipeline system, the day also gives each business a chance to share their successes and challenges with each other and with legislators.
This is essential. I mean, one wonderful thing about the Maine legislature is they are extremely accessible. This is not members of Congress, behind security. They are accessible today. They're going to have conversations from neighbor to neighbor, Mainer to Mainer, and really explain, how we come together to help the state's economy grow. Everybody who comes to the Maine legislature has great intentions. It's making sure that they're informed in those intentions when they're getting into the details, like a complicated bill like data privacy.
LD 1822, the data privacy bill, passed through the House and was amended in the state. It awaits further voting in both chambers.